What are you watching? Why is it every time you come in and sit down, you want to know what I'm watching? Can't you just look for yourself? Is it that big of a deal? It's a simple question. Somebody's grumpy. Forget this. I'm gonna go make some coffee. You want some? We're out of sugar. What a douche. There's sugar in here. What a What's this? Ooh. What's up, everybody? That's right. Today's video is about sugar gadgets. I have 5 sugar gadgets here to show you. If you're a coffee junkie like myself, I got my Keurig, got a bunch of sugar. I'm going to show you some sugar gadgets that might make your life a little bit easier, at least in the morning time. Let's see what I got. So the first sugar gadget I have here is the Portion Pro multi-purpose dispenser. Here's what it looks like. It's supposed to dispense either 1/4, 1/2, or 1 teaspoon. And I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to work. So you can either pour or sprinkle. Check this out. Pour or sprinkle into your coffee cup. So I'm going to put this to the test. Let's see how it works. Take it out of the box. I mean, ordering this online, it looked a lot bigger in the picture. This thing is tiny, and you can see it compared to a coffee cup. It's pretty small. But we have a little handle, oh boy, a little handle here, that's how it dispenses. And I'm just, oh, I see on the top, there's a little turn dial here. Closed and open. That might be just the sprinkle feature. On the very bottom here, there's a little 1/2 teaspoon, and when you squeeze it, it opens up. So how do you change that? Alright, took this little box out of the container here. Reading the instructions, looks a little involved. Select which measuring tool to use, 1/4, 1/2, or 1 teaspoon. Insert the measuring tool into the handle by tilting it slightly and lining up the groove. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. That little handle comes out, and this portion, this 1/2 teaspoon, comes out as well. So I'm guessing the other versions are in here. 1 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon. Let's try the 1 teaspoon. Okay, and then put this back on. Somehow, yeah, there's a couple little notches in there where it slides into. And then, oops, and this goes back up in there. Bruh. Okay, now that it's in there like that, where did the screw go? So there's a little screw in there, you push it in and turn it to close, and it looks like that locks it in. And now it shows 1 teaspoon. If that would focus. Focus. Alright. So a little bit of required assembly if you want to check out the different measurements. I'm going to keep it at 1 teaspoon, and let's do a test with our coffee cup. Top comes off. Let's fill this with sugar. That should be good. That goes back on. Yeah, that has to be the sprinkle portion. Let's test that first. Oh, just a little bit at a time. That's not that bad. And then close it. Okay. It works pretty well, but this is the real test. I want to see if this works. All right, ready for the first squeeze? Oh, wow. That's cool. 1 tablespoon. Let's test that again. I got my coffee in there, and then, bow. Oh, this is great. This works really well, actually. Look at that. 2 tablespoons, and 1 more for good measure. Boom. I don't know, this is pretty nice. I like it. The Portion Pro here, of course, everything that I test out is going to have a link in the description below. I'll give you a link to where I got it from, which is most likely Amazon. But yeah, guys, if you just want to keep the little measuring cup in there, the measuring tool, just keep it permanent, I don't think this is a bad device. I think if you're going to switch out for these different measuring tools here, I think it might be kind of a pain in the butt. It is the first time I'm ever using this, but maybe it's easier than what I'm making it out to be. But as is, I like it. Alright, the next sugar gadget I have here isn't really a gadget, it's just a storage container, which my sugar I just always keep in its store-bought container. It works, but I was thinking something a little bit better. So I found this OXO SteeL POP Container. And once again, I need to learn how to read the description on Amazon because I thought this was much bigger when I bought it. As you can see again, compared to a coffee cup, it's really small. But what's really cool about this is, let me take this out, is it has a little pop top. And you can stack these. There's supposed to be 8 stackable containers. And you just put your sugar in there, push the button, locks into place, push the button, comes off, push the button, does not come off. It says you're supposed to use brown sugar, but I don't think it freaking matters. Sugar. Alright, let's try not to make a huge mess here. There we go. Okay, good enough. So you can see if I flip this upside down, it would easily just pop off. But if I put that top on, or if I push that top in, sorry, nothing. Completely locks in. That's actually really cool. If this was bigger, I would say yeah, I'll get a couple of them. Looks like they come in 1.5 quart, 2.1, 2.4, 3.4, and 4. I would get the 4. Big enough. This says it just holds 1 box of sugar, this particular one. 1 box of brown sugar. But let's not spend any more time on this. Just a sugar storage container. Very cool. I like it. What else do I got? Alright, the next sugar gadget I have here is a Gourmia pour and measure sugar dispenser. Boom. 1/2 a teaspoon per pour. So what I could do is I could have this guy for the 1 teaspoon and have this guy for a 1/2 teaspoon. Let's see if it works, shall we? I packed the heck out of this thing. Compared to my coffee cup, since I've been doing that the whole time, it's about the same size. And it says right on there, 1/2 teaspoon. And a little closing spout, so while it's resting, nothing can get inside. Actually, just opens pretty easy. Let's get some sugar. This is going to be actually way more difficult to put sugar in, so I'm going to do this over the sink. I need a spout. Okay, so let's twist this back on. It's supposed to measure out 1/2 teaspoon every single time you pour. So let's see how that works. Okay, it looks like you pour it once and it gets caught in a little container. Little container up top by the spout. And then you see if you pour it again, 1/2 teaspoon comes out, I guess. I mean, you can see it getting caught up in the spout when I pour it over, and then you pour it again, and then it comes out. You pour it, it's automatically filling up again for the next time you use it. Turn it back over, put it away, and we need a 1/2 teaspoon. Boom. It actually works really well. Bam. 1/2 teaspoon, no problem. Oh, you want another 1/2 teaspoon? No problem. Very cool. I like it. If it's an exact half teaspoon, I have no idea. I know I have measuring cups around here, but I don't think that's necessary. Why? Because I got this bad boy. Bam. All right, let's see what the next gadget is. All right, and for the next sugar gadget I have here is the Dispenser Sack 1 tablespoon, half tablespoon automatic sugar and spice dispenser. So this one looks like once you pour the sugar inside, it has dedicated buttons. As you can see right there, you can just press what you want, 1 tablespoon or half tablespoon. Looks like there's no switching out the measuring tools, which would be awesome. Let's just see if that works. I'm gonna give it a test. Okay. Looks like that's the base. Let's get in here. All right. Oh, okay, that's the base. Looks like the base just comes right out. Jeez. Get that out. All right, so let's look at the box base. Another one of those little flimsy caps like the other one had. And look at this. Here's the button. Looks like it sticks pretty far out. Just press it, and if you can kind of see inside here, I'll open this up. When you press the buttons, I don't know if you can see that, but a little trap door on the very bottom opens up and looks like it just lets in the desired amount that you want. Pretty cool. Let me go back over to the sink and fill this with sugar. Has a much wider opening, so I'm not spilling out nearly as much sugar as the other gadget was. All right, very cool. Put that back on. Make sure it's tight. Put it back in this little holder. Once you want some sugar, take it out of the base. Press half teaspoon. Nice. And let's try the 1 teaspoon. Wow, look at that. That just stays open, huh? Closes. All right, let's try it again. Half teaspoon. That looks like a lot for a half teaspoon. And full teaspoon. Very cool. This works really, really, really well. That goes back in this little container, this little base. Seals it up on the bottom, seals it up on the top. Your sugar stays fresh. I like it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually grab a measuring spoon. I'm gonna test this because all these claim 1 teaspoon, half teaspoon. I'm gonna check this one out specifically. All right, so I have here it's a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check and test this 1 tablespoon and see how close it's gonna get to filling this perfectly. All right, so let's get this in there. All right, and go. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a little rounded on the top, but that works really, really well. Let's try it again. Ooh. Oh! That kind of spilled over, but that was my fault. Let's do it again. This is great. Look how nice that is. All right, let's try the... Oh, looks like I don't have a half tablespoon, but I'm just going to see if it fills up half the full one. All right. There we go. And let's try the half. Not bad. Look at that. If it's accurate or not, I don't care. I like it. I recommend this a lot. This is really awesome. It holds a lot more sugar, sealed tight, has a little base, has half and a full. It kind of takes the place of both of these guys together, the two that I have here. Yeah, I recommend this gadget. I really like this gadget a lot. Let's see what the last sugar gadget is. And the last sugar gadget I have here to test out isn't really a sugar gadget at all, but it's a gadget where my sugar is going to go into, and that is a self-stirring coffee mug. a self-stirring coffee mug. Let's check this out and see how it works. All right. Looks a little different from the box. The box shows self-stirring mug with different colors, and this just shows auto-magnetic mug. So the difference between some of the self-stirring mugs on Amazon and this one is supposed to have a magnetic plastic little stirring contraption on the bottom. And let's get in here. Yeah, it looks like a little pill down there, and it's supposed to be magnetized. Let's see if I can get it out. Don't get stuck. Oh yeah, it just pops right out, and a little magnet goes right back into the middle. So I'm guessing there's a motor on the bottom here. The little magnets inside stir this little plastic pill that's inside and stirs your coffee with sugar and cream. So it looks like there's no batteries included with this thing. So let me see what kind of batteries this takes, and I'm going to put this to the test. Alright, so I'm back. I had to find 2 AAA batteries. I don't just have those laying around. I should probably go stock up on these guys. But okay, that just peels open. And batteries here. Go in. Close it up. There we go. Close it up tight. Alright, so let's see how this works. Uh-oh. Oh! There we go. Check this out. Wow! I wonder if that thing hurts if I touch it. It shouldn't, it's just plastic. Get in there. Oops. Okay. Not recommended. What's really cool about this little magnetic pill in the middle, if it becomes dislodged, just pops right back into the middle where the magnet is. Very, very cool. Let's fill this bad boy with some coffee and see how it works. So here we are at my Keurig. One thing I was worried about when I was going to buy this thing is if it would fit in the Keurig, because some of the larger coffee mugs do not fit in this little area. But as you can see, it fits in there with a good inch to go. So that's pretty good. Already I'm happy about it. Yes. So here we go. There we go. It's actually not that bad. Look at that. Let's let this stop dripping. Let's see, turn this around, see what I got here. As you can see, it fills it up quite nicely. So before I test the self-stirring mug and see how well it's going to stir up everything, let's get some sugar in there, huh? 1, woo, 2. Now I just need a creamer gadget. Maybe I can just substitute some creamer for sugar in one of those guys. Here's the real test. Let's see how this is going to stir. Hopefully it doesn't fly out at me. Oh. Oh wow. Look at this. Oh my god, it's kind of splattering everywhere, but I guess I should have the lid on. But look at this thing go. Alright, I'm going to kill it. There we go. Wow. Look at that. Perfectly mixed coffee. I'm impressed with this thing. This thing is awesome. Kind of gimmicky, but I can see using this every day. Okay, so it looks like the lid that comes with this thing it's not a sippy lid where you can just put it on there, protects the coffee from, spilling out. Unless I'm doing this wrong, but it's not opening. It's kind of vents. Oh, I see. It comes out anyways. So that must be closed. That might be open. Oh, I guess it does come out. It just looks weird because there's no opening there. It's still a piece of plastic down there covering everything. But let's mix it again. Listen to that. Yeah. That thing is going to work. Stop it and let's do the taste test. That way, a little bit of coffee comes out, but I wouldn't use this lid using this mug. I would just put the lid on it, stir it. And then I would take the lid off of it, and I guess I would just drink it like a normal coffee mug. And just like with all the other gadgets, this link is in the description below if you want to go to Amazon and buy it for yourself. I don't remember, I think this was like 11 bucks. $15.99 on Amazon. Worth it. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Sugar gadgets. Let me know which one was your favorite. How could it not be? And for those of you that made it this far into the video, what I'm going to start doing every month is I'm going to pick a random person from my subscribers list that has liked a video and has shared a video, and I'm going to give away a random gadget every month. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Like the video, share the video on social media, Facebook, whatever. Any little bit is much appreciated. So now, if you don't mind, see you next time.